Hello, welcome back to my channel. So we have 11 people in our family, and we have another family of 11 who's staying with us for 3 weeks. They actually parked their camper next to our little house, so they're not sleeping in the house, but we're sharing all our meals together. And some of you asked to see what we are eating, so I thought it would be fun to pull the camera out and show you some of the meals. Today we're having chicken and rice and salad, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to make the rice in my Instant Pot. So normally I do 6 cups of water, 4 cups of rice, and 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to try to do 1.5 that amount, so we'll see how that goes. We are also having chicken legs. I made 10 pounds of chicken legs, and I'm going to do a honey garlic glaze on the top of them and then stick them in the oven. And the last thing I'm going to do is this kale salad mix that is sold already. It's like a kit that's sold at Costco ready to go, so we just need to mix that up and it'll be ready. So it's going to be a pretty easy dinner. So you pressure cook this for 20 minutes on high pressure. I also realized I have a lot of sourdough starter right now, so I think I'm going to make a double batch of cornbread, sourdough cornbread, from just an extra side. The reason it's so quiet here is that Leo is entertaining all of the younger kids by taking little slow rides around and around the house. They have the little wagon hooked up to the four-wheeler, so, you know, it's like one of those little ride trains at the zoo. So fun. Alright, I wrapped them up to keep them warm, but this is the chicken, so I did half plain, just salt and pepper, and half with the garlic, honey, mustard topping. It'll be so good. I just roasted those for about an hour in the oven. And then the cornbread is, oh, it looks almost done. I need to pull that out. This is the kale salad, and then just some plain buttered rice. That's what's for dinner.
I know. Scoop. You scoop down.
Dinner tonight is shepherd's pie or cottage pie, if you want to be official, because it's made with beef. I made 3 9 by 13 pans full, and 2 of them I layered with mozzarella cheese for people who like cheese. And then I also made a salad, and we're going to have some tortilla chips on the side. Here's what dinner looks like, and most of the kids wanted to eat sitting on the trampoline just for fun. Tonight's dinner has been in the crock pot all day. I am making roasts, 2 roasts for all of these people. Actually, one is a chuck roast, I believe, and one was an arm roast. So the one roast was so huge I could barely fit it in my crock pot. Both of them I seared in a pan with hot oil and just some basic seasonings, salt and pepper, and a little bit of this that buttery steak seasoning from Costco. It's not for roast, but I just sprinkled some of that on to make it quick, seared it in a pan, put it in the crock pot. The second roast was not as big, and so I had room to throw in some carrots on top of those. I threw them in halfway through the cooking. That's where we're at right now. It's still cooking in there. I'm going to make some sourdough cornbread to go along with it. And like I said, I have carrots in there. Because I'm making so many potatoes, I'm just going to have to do those in the oven. I don't have room in the crock pot, so I'm going to throw some potatoes in to bake in the oven, and then we'll just have the leftovers lettuce that I had chopped up for a salad last night. I'll put that out again tonight. I keep forgetting to tell you guys about an amazing gift that I've gotten, something that I've actually wanted probably since before I had children. My grandma had a beautiful Dutch oven. Hers was a red color. It was so gorgeous, and I always wanted one, and I've never had one. So you can imagine how excited I was. I got an email from Marquette Castings that they wanted to send me one of their Dutch ovens. I was so thrilled. I was so thrilled, and it has exceeded my expectations. So it actually came in the mail before Jason was injured, and it's been like a month I've been using this thing regularly and haven't told you guys about it because life just got so crazy. It's beautiful. So they actually let me choose the color, and the family voted on this beautiful blue, and it's wonderful. it came with a carrying case. They also have carrying cases that are hard protective cases so that I can take it with me places. Love it. Okay, so the really exciting thing is that they offered to give one of these away to one of you guys. So exciting. So we're gonna do a little giveaway. I'm going to set up a raffle copter. The link will be in the description box. You just click on there to enter to win one of your very own Dutch ovens. And they also gave me a coupon code so that if you want to just go and buy one, you have a discount code to do that. So I will put all the links in the description box so you can check it out. If you're in the market for a Dutch oven, or if you need a gift for someone for Mother's Day, you won't be sorry. So that's the fun gift that I received last month. To make this cornbread, you use 1.5 cups of cornmeal, 1/3 cup of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, and you cover that with a cup of hot milk. You let it cool slightly, and while it cools, you mix together 1.5 cups of sourdough starter, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 eggs, and a 1/2 cup of oil. And then you mix everything together and pour it into I really like to pour it into a hot, buttered cast iron skillet that's in the oven, but essentially you could do it in a casserole pan, which is what I'm doing today, because, sorry it's so dark, there, does that look better? Because I'm making a double batch, and so I'm putting it into a greased 9x13 pan. We were almost finished when I realized I never recorded to show you. So this is the remains. I ended up doing the potatoes in the Instant Pot, cornbread. What's left of that roast, they loved it. They devoured that. Some carrots and corn and homemade applesauce.
I know.
Everybody's back for what? Thirds?
I know.
Yep.
Seconds.
Seconds for you. Thirds for you.
I see everything.
I completely forgot to record making dinner, but I made 3 pans of this. It's just ground beef, tomatoes, corn, seasonings, rice.
Cheese.
Made it all separately and then mixed it together with a little cheese and heated it in the oven. Then we just have lettuce, sour cream, salsa. People can make it however they like. And tortilla chips. Very simple meal. Kombucha, of course. That's what's for dinner tonight. Welcome back. Dinner tonight is soup and bread again. They all liked soup the last time, and I had all the soup ingredients, so I made another one. Of course, my soups are never the same. Let me show you what I did in this one. So this is a really thick soup. I started with just sauteing onions, and then I chopped up carrots. I threw in some frozen corn, and oh, you're steaming up. Sorry about that. So then I used what was left from the roast the other night. I had cooked 2 roasts and we only ate 1, so I chopped up, it was a smaller roast, the second one. I chopped it up and threw that in here. I also put in noodles at the end. Some of the leftover potatoes from the roast got thrown in here too. And then I actually cooked some bacon and put in the big chunks of bacon. A little bit of feta cheese melted in and some fresh cream. And for seasonings, I just did salt, pepper, what else did I put in there? Garlic powder, a little paprika. I just kind of grabbed things and tossed them in. Then I also made a loaf of sourdough bread, rustic sourdough bread, and I have 2 more of these in the oven. And we also used, because I had made enough to make 4 loaves. So when the kids were helping me talk through dinner, we said, let's try to make the 4th loaf into a flat bread that we sprinkle with cheese on top. So that's what we did. It's all in the oven. I'll show you as soon as it comes out. But isn't that beautiful? This is a traditional recipe that's just flour, water, salt, and sourdough starter, of course. For dinner tonight, we are having tacos. So we have some taco meat here and refried beans.
Although currently...
There's another over here, please, bud.
Dinner tonight is chicken. I just brushed it with a little barbecue sauce and roasted it in the oven. Also in the oven, I chopped up some potatoes, cubed potatoes, with a little bit of ranch seasoning and olive oil. And then we have the kale salad from Costco, and some broccoli, and some of those mandarin oranges. And of course, always kombucha for a drink. And some of the girls are making some lemonade, which we make with just lemon concentrate and stevia in water.
Oh, hello.
That's what's for dinner.
happy birthday to you, and the best year that you've ever had. Happy birthday, Alyssa.
Happy birthday, Bob! Hurry! I bet you guys all out in one. Go. Hallelujah!
Raise your hand if you made this cake.
Happy birthday!
I helped mix the bowl.
I helped.
Nice.